Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to Daily English Talk. I'm Lily.
And I'm Tom. So glad you're here with us today.
If you're new here, welcome. Seriously, you picked a great day to show up. Because today's lesson is one that almost every English learner asks about at some point.
Even I got confused about this when I was learning. And honestly, I still mix things up sometimes.
You do. I'm not going to lie, Tom. I've heard you say some things.
Okay, fair. But that's exactly why this lesson is so good, because even people who've been studying English for a while still make these mistakes.
And that is completely okay. That's why we're here. Today we're talking about three words: was, did, and had. You've seen them before, you've used them before, but today you're going to actually understand them.
Big difference between seeing a word and understanding it.
Huge difference. So before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We upload every single day, and every episode has a lesson like this one.
We are many things, but boring is not one of them.
Okay, let's get into it. But first, I have a question for you, and this one is about Tom.
Me?
Yes, you. So last weekend, Tom told me a story about something that happened to him at a cafe. Something went wrong, something a little embarrassing. And I want to know if you can figure out what it was before we tell you.
Here we go.
Write your guess in the comments. What do you think happened to Tom at the cafe? We'll find out later in the episode, okay? Okay. So, Tom, tell me about your weekend. What did you do?
Okay, so Saturday morning, I woke up really early. Like, it was 7 o'clock and I was already awake, which never happens.
7 on a Saturday?
I know. I was shocked too. But I was hungry, so I decided to go out. I had a little bit of cash in my pocket and I wanted to get breakfast somewhere nice.
Oh, so where did you go?
There's this cafe near my apartment. Small place, really cozy. My friend had told me about it a few weeks before. She said the coffee was amazing and the breakfast was even better.
Oh, that sounds lovely. So did you like it?
So I got there, I sat down, I ordered, I had a coffee and some eggs. The coffee was really good, honestly. But then, when it was time to pay,
What?
I didn't have my wallet.
Tom.
I had the cash in my pocket, but my card was at home, and the bill was more than I had.
Oh no, what did you do?
I called my sister. She was nearby, so she came and helped me out. She was not happy about it.
I bet she wasn't. How much did you owe?
Enough to be embarrassing, that's all I'll say.
Okay, so here's the thing, everyone. While Tom was telling that story, he used three words we're talking about today. Did you notice? He said was, did, and had multiple times, and every single one meant something different. That's exactly what we're going to break down for you right now. All right, let's talk grammar, and I promise this is going to be simple.
The three words today are was, did, and had. All past tense, all common, all a little confusing if nobody explains them properly.
So let's fix that. First up, was.
Was is the past form of the verb to be. You use it to talk about states, how something felt, where something was, what something was like.
So, for example, I was tired. She was happy. It was cold outside. These are all states, conditions, descriptions.
Now, here's the mistake a lot of learners make. They say things like, I was go to the store, or she was eat breakfast.
And that doesn't work, because was is not an action word. You can't put a regular verb after it and expect a sentence to make sense.
Right. I was tired. Fine. I was go. No.
Now let's talk about did.
Did is the past form of the verb do, and it has two jobs.
Job 1, it talks about a past action. I did my homework. She did the dishes. Easy, right?
Job 2 is a little more interesting. Did becomes a helper verb in questions and negatives.
So instead of saying you went, you say did you go? Instead of she not call you, you say she didn't call you.
And this is where people get tripped up. When you use did as a helper, the main verb goes back to its base form. No ed, no ing, just the base.
So, did you go, not did you went. She didn't finish, not she didn't finished.
I made that mistake so many times when I was learning other languages.
It's a very common mistake. Okay, last one. Had.
Had is the past form of have, and just like did, it also has two jobs.
Job 1, past possession, meaning you owned something or you had something in the past. I had a dog when I was little. She had long hair before she cut it. We had a great teacher in school.
Simple and very useful.
Job 2 is called the past perfect, and this one is actually really cool once you get it.
The past perfect uses had plus the past participle of a verb. Things like had finished, had eaten, had gone, had seen.
And you use it when you want to show that one past action happened before another past action, like a timeline inside a timeline.
A timeline inside a timeline.
Okay, that sounds complicated. Let me give you an example. When I arrived at the cafe, Tom had already ordered.
So two things happened in the past, but one of them, the ordering, happened first, before I arrived. So we used had ordered to show that.
Exactly. It's about time order. What came first, what came second. Once you think about it that way, it starts to make sense. Okay, let's go deeper with examples. Let's start with was and really nail this one down.
So remember, was is for states, feelings, conditions, descriptions, not actions.
Here are some natural sentences. Repeat after us if you want to practice.
The movie was really long. State how the movie was.
I was nervous before the presentation. State how I felt.
My room was a total mess. State what my room was like.
Now, let me tell you a little story. Last year, I went to visit my grandmother. She lives in a small town, quite far from the city.
The drive was about 4 hours.
Aw, that's a long drive. It really was. And when I finally got there, the house was so warm. She had made soup. The whole kitchen smelled amazing. I was so happy to see her.
Okay, I love that. How many was sentences did you hear in that story?
Several. The drive was about 4 hours. The house was so warm. I was so happy. All of them are states, descriptions of how things felt or were.
And did you notice none of them had an action verb after was? No was go, no was eat, just descriptions.
That's the key. Was plus description. Always.
Okay, now let's talk about did, because this one is really useful once you get both of its jobs.
Job 1 is simple. You did something in the past. Let me tell you about something I did last week.
Oh yeah? What happened?
So my neighbor has this huge garden, really beautiful, and she asked me to help her on Saturday. I said yes. We did so much work that morning. I dug up old plants, I carried bags of soil, I cleaned everything up.
You dug? With a shovel?
Yes, Tom, a real shovel. It was hard, but I did it. And when we finished, we sat in the garden and had tea. It was really nice, actually.
Okay, so that's did as a main verb. You actually did those actions. You did work. You did the digging.
Right. Now, here's did as a helper. Let's say you want to ask me about Saturday.
Okay, did you enjoy it?
I did. I really did.
See that? Did you enjoy it? Not enjoyed you it, not did you enjoyed it, just did you enjoy it?
And when you answer negatively, I didn't enjoy the heavy bags, not I didn't enjoyed. The base verb stays as enjoy.
Common mistake, adding ed or ing after didn't. Don't do it. The didn't already covers the past tense.
One more, negative. She didn't call me back, not she didn't called. Just call, base form, always after did or didn't.
It feels weird at first. Then one day it just clicks and you never think about it again.
Okay, had, job 1, past possession. Let's talk about this with a story.
Oh, do I have a story about this one?
Of course you do.
So, when I was about
10 years old. I had this bicycle. Red, old, a little rusty, but I loved it.
Aw, that's sweet.
I had it for 3 years. My dad had given it to me for my birthday, and I rode it everywhere. We had a park near our house, and I used to go there almost every afternoon.
Okay, so right there, 3 uses of had for possession. I had this bicycle. I had it for 3 years. We had a park near our house.
In all of those, had just means I owned or experienced something in the past.
Think of it this way. Whenever you'd use have to talk about the present, you switch to had to talk about the past.
Now I have a car. Past, before I had a bicycle.
Now I have long hair. Past, last year I had short hair.
Simple swap, present to past, have to had.
Now the past perfect, this is the part where had gets a little more interesting.
And by interesting, I mean very useful for storytelling.
So, let me tell you something that happened last month. I had a job interview, and it did not go smoothly.
Oh no, what happened?
Okay, so the interview was at 10 in the morning. I had set my alarm for 8, but when I woke up, it was already 9:30.
Tom!
I know! I panicked. I got dressed in about 4 minutes. I ran to the bus stop. The bus had already left.
So the bus left before you got there?
Exactly. The bus left first, then I arrived. So I say, the bus had already left when I got to the stop. 2 past events. The bus leaving happened first, so it gets had.
That is a perfect example of the past perfect. One thing happened first, and we use had plus past participle to show it.
I ended up taking a taxi. I arrived 10 minutes late. The interviewer was not impressed.
Oh, did you get the job?
I did not, but I learned my lesson about alarm clocks.
Okay, so let's look at that sentence again. The bus had already left when I got to the stop.
Had left is past perfect. The leaving happened before my arrival. That's why we use had.
Compare this. I missed the bus. That's simple past. It happened, but it tells you nothing about the order of events.
The bus had already left when I arrived. Now you know. The bus went first. I got there second. The had puts the events in order.
And this is what makes English storytelling feel so natural. When you use past perfect, people can follow your story without getting confused about what happened first. All right, before we wrap up the teaching part, let's go through the most common mistakes, really fast.
Mistake 1. I was go to school. Wrong. You can't put a regular verb after was. Correct. I went to school or I was at school.
Mistake 2. Did you went? Wrong. After did, the verb stays in base form. Correct. Did you go?
Mistake 3. She didn't finished her food. Wrong. After didn't, base form only. Correct. She didn't finish her food.
Mistake 4. I had went to the store. Wrong. For past perfect, you need the past participle. Went is simple past. The participle is gone. Correct? I had gone to the store before dinner.
These feel like small mistakes, but fixing them makes such a big difference in how natural you sound.
And the good news is they're all fixable. With a little practice, these corrections become automatic.
All right, let's bring it all together. Quick summary.
Was, past form of to be. Use it for states, feelings, conditions, and descriptions, not for actions.
I was tired. The room was cold. She was nervous. All good.
Did, past form of do. Use it to talk about past actions or as a helper verb in questions and negatives.
I did the laundry. Did you call her? He didn't answer. And remember, after did or didn't, the main verb stays in base form.
Had, past form of have. 2 jobs, past possession and forming the past participle with had plus past participle.
She had a beautiful voice. That's possession. She had already sung before I arrived. That's past perfect.
The big idea? Think about time. Think about what you're describing. A state? Use was. An action? Use did. Something you owned or something that happened before another past event? Use had.
Grammar is just a tool for telling stories clearly. Use these 3 words and your stories will make a lot more sense.
Okay, now we want to hear from you.
Write us a sentence in the comments. One sentence using was, did, or had. Tell us about something that happened to you recently.
Or you can guess what happened to Tom at the cafe. We're still waiting on that one.
We really are.
It can be short, it can be simple. We read everything. And if you make a small grammar mistake, that is okay. We still love you and we will help you fix it.
Learning happens in the comment section too.
All right, that's our episode for today. Was, did, and had. 3 small words with very important jobs.
If this lesson helps you even a little bit, share it with someone who's learning English. It might be exactly what they needed.
And don't forget, we post a new episode every single day, so come back tomorrow. There's always something new to learn here.
We'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
And set your alarms. Learn from my mistakes.
Bye, everyone.